Survivor Series is just around the corner, and we are celebrating 30 years of The Undertaker. That's why I'm wearing this Undertaker hoodie. Thank you, Undertaker. We love you. I've always loved Survivor Series. It's my second favorite pay-per-view. My first one's Royal Rumble, and then Survivor Series, then WrestleMania. And I don't know why. It's always close to my birthday. This year it's going to be a day after my birthday, and I'm just like in a mood to watch good wrestling. And those 5-on-5 matches, SmackDown vs. Raw, they're amazing. The 2016 one was so good. Survivor Series is amazing. And today I'm doing my first ever pay-per-view predictions because I'm changing my channel, and I thought, why not make predictions for my second favorite pay-per-views? So here I am. And these are my Survivor Series 2020 predictions. Let's get to it. Now the first match that we have is Sami Zayn, the Intercontinental Champion, versus Bobby Lashley, the United States Champion. Mid-card champion, SmackDown, Raw. Now this one is so predictable. I mean, look at Bobby Lashley. He looks like me, a sexy beast with muscles. And then look at Sami Zayn. He's Sami Zayn, you know? So this one, without a doubt, Bobby Lashley is taking that dub, and he is probably going to squash Sami Zayn, let's be honest. The way WWE treats Sami Zayn, he's going to get squashed by Bobby Lashley. Let's hope not, but my prediction is Bobby Lashley. Now the next match that we have is the Raw Women's Champion, Asuka, versus the SmackDown Women's Champion, Sasha Banks. Now for this one, most people would say that Sasha Banks would win because she's on a roll and she barely won the title. But if we think about it, Sasha Banks has two people coming for that title, Bayley and Carmella. And Asuka has no one. No one's challenging her for the Raw title. So I think during the match, either Bayley or Carmella are going to attack her or distract her, and Asuka's gonna take advantage of that. I know she's a face, but I think Bayley or Carmella are gonna cost Sasha Banks the match, and Asuka's gonna come out victorious. And that's my prediction: the Raw Women's Champion, Asuka. The next match that we have is a very exciting one. It's the New Day, the Raw Tag Team Champions, and then the Street Profits, the SmackDown Tag Team Champions. It's so confusing because they literally exchange titles. Like, I have the Raw titles, you want them? I'll take the SmackDown titles. It doesn't make sense, but this match is really exciting. They're both good tag teams. I'm not really a fan of the Street Profits. I don't know why I find them not entertaining, but they're really good in the ring, and I think this can be this reminds me of the New Day versus the Usos, how they had classic after classic, and in the end, the Usos and the New Day shook hands and everyone was friends. I think that's what's gonna happen. I think the New Day are gonna take the W, and the Street Profits are going to accept it like the baby faces that they are, and in the end they're just gonna shake hands, show their respect, but the New Day is coming out victorious, and it looks like Raw is beating SmackDown 3-0. Next we have the women's 5-on-5 match. Team SmackDown has Bianca Belair, Liv Morgan, and Ruby Riott, and then two other superstars who are still not announced. And then we got Team Raw with Nia Jax, Shayna Baszler, Lana, Lacey Evans, and Peyton Royce. Now Raw is winning 3-0, and the obvious pick would be Raw because they got Shayna Baszler and Nia Jax, which are the two most powerful women in WWE. But I think Team SmackDown is going to take the dub on this one because Team SmackDown has Bianca Belair, and I think that's the only woman who matters in this team. I think she's going to be the sole survivor, and I think WWE is going to give her a massive push and have her eliminate Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler and probably the rest of Team Raw, because let's be honest, Team SmackDown, the rest of the competitors, not that good, you know. Ruby Riott and Liv Morgan, they're okay, and then we still got two superstars who are still not announced. That shows how much WWE cares. But I think Bianca Belair is going to carry her team and give SmackDown their first W of the day. Next, we have the WWE Champion, Drew McIntyre, facing the Universal Champion, Roman Reigns, the Tribal Chief. And this one is a hard one because they're both booked as monsters. Roman Reigns barely turned heel. He's having an amazing run as a heel. He barely won the Universal title, and Drew McIntyre is also booked like a beast, He just defeated Randy Orton to win the WWE Championship. And this is a WrestleMania 35 rematch. So I would like to see Drew McIntyre get his revenge against Roman Reigns. But I think Roman Reigns has to win this one. He's been on a roll. He's an amazing heel. He can't take a loss right now. He needs to beat Drew McIntyre. And this loss won't affect Drew McIntyre at all. He already lost to Randy Orton. And he's still booked like a beast, you know. He can't take a loss, and it doesn't matter. Roman Reigns is taking this W, making it 3 to Raw and 2 to SmackDown. SmackDown is catching up. Then next, we have the most important match of the night, the classic men's 5-on-5 match, Team SmackDown. Seth Rollins, Baron Corbin, Kevin Owens, Jey Uso, and someone who still needs to be announced this Friday night. And then we got Team Raw, the captain AJ Styles, Keith Lee, Sheamus, Braun Strowman, and Matt Riddle. Riddle. I'm sorry, Riddle. Now, SmackDown needs this match to tie with Raw, making it 3 to 3. But I think Raw is taking this W. Team Raw is stacked. They have Keith Lee, they have Braun Strowman, they have Sheamus. Sheamus is underrated. Sheamus looks like a beast, you know. Then they got AJ Styles, who sadly looks like the weak link in the team other than Matt Riddle. I think Matt Riddle is going to just be the first one eliminated. But Raw has a really good team. But then we got SmackDown on the other hand. Seth Rollins, he's fine. He's probably going to be the last one standing. Kevin Owens, he hasn't been booked that good lately. He's been in a terrible rivalry with Aleister Black. He's not going to give his team the W. We got Jey Uso, who, now that I think about it, he might be the last survivor. I don't think he stands a chance against Keith Lee or Braun Strowman. And who else we got? We got Baron Corbin. I don't know why Baron Corbin is in this match. I don't remember him doing anything in SmackDown. And it should have been Rey Mysterio, but King Corbin, I don't know why he's here. I think he's just here to take the pin. And then we got someone who hasn't been announced yet. It's going to either be someone huge who's going to give SmackDown the W, or it can just be Chad Gable or someone. I don't know. But I think Team Raw is too good to lose. And I think Team Raw is taking the W, making it 4 to 2. Team Raw wins this year's Survivor Series. And now we get to the Undertaker celebration. Now this Survivor Series has been built up to celebrate the Undertaker. 30 years in the business. 30 years ago he debuted in Survivor Series, and he's going to make a return this year. And people are speculating that he's going to help Team SmackDown, or that he's going to be attacked by The Fiend. I really hope that nothing like that happens. I want it to be a real goodbye. The Undertaker's like the best wrestler in the world, like of all time. But he's getting really old, and his matches lately have not been that good. I think the AJ Styles cinematic match was a perfect way to retire. And I don't want to see The Undertaker versus The Fiend. I think The Undertaker shouldn't leave with a loss. I don't think The Undertaker's career should end with him losing, even if it means putting someone over. I think The Fiend is pretty much over. The Fiend doesn't need to be The Undertaker. I think The Undertaker deserves to leave with a win. And that win against AJ Styles, riding his motorcycle into the sunset, I think that was a perfect way to retire. And I really hope this farewell is just a classic goodbye. The Undertaker getting the mic, saying rest in peace or whatever he says, and leaving and saying goodbye, and everyone crying. And it's just, hopefully it's just a beautiful moment, and nothing, and there's no wrestling involved. But yeah, we love The Undertaker. Undertaker's the best. And yeah, I'm really excited for this Survivor Series. Maybe I'll make reactions. Who knows? I never made pay-per-view reactions because I don't really watch pay-per-views. I haven't watched wrestling in a long time. But maybe I'll make reactions. Who knows? I'm changing on my channel. Maybe reactions is the way to go. And we'll see. We'll see on Sunday if I make reactions. But yeah, those were my Survivor Series 2020 predictions. And with that, I'm out. Peace.